Hi, welcome back to a review. This review today is going to be a little bit different in that it won't be a pen review, but it will be a notebook review, or one manufacturer's notebooks I'm going to review here. I have two samples of the type of notebooks that they have out so far. And what got me interested in this is that I saw a review on this one from another reviewer, and the company had some pretty hefty touts, and so I thought for the price it was, I think it was a little over $10 or $10, I would purchase this one. And then the company actually sent me this one. This one is the name of the company is Uberworks, and they are an FSC company, which is environmentally safe and conscious company. They use paper that is environmentally friendly, I guess you should say, which is pretty cool, I thought. And this is a rather attractive kind of faux leather notebook. And so for $10, I thought I'd get it and try it out. And then after contacting me, they sent me this one for a review. And this is this came shrink in a plastic cover, and it opens up. And this is the hardback version. This is the Technique book, and this one's called the Texas version. These are the two current versions that they have out that you can get on their website at Uberworks, myuberworks.com, I should say. And they also sell it on Amazon. They probably by now may have additional versions of these books available. When I first looked into these were the only two models that they had out. And as I said, what piqued my interest is that some real hefty claims here. It's 80-gram paper. It says it's fountain-proof, pen approved, no feathering, fast drying. Lots of wonderful claims here that you can see. So I thought I'd take a look at it and review it and check it out for myself. And you guys can make that determinations for yourself as well. Okay, so here are the two books that they currently have available. Again, by the time this airs, more options of books, sizes, colors will be available. You can either go to myuberworks.com or Amazon and currently order these and any future products they have out. Starting with the hardcover Technique. This is the red one I have here. Right now, they're going to have available, and this is going diagonally, 11.5 size. This is the 10-inch size, which is equivalent to a 5 size, which is a lot of people use for bullet journaling. And they have a 6.5 size. They're going to have a future size, which they call the Photon, which is going to be 4.5. This one right now that I know is available in close to the A5 size, or again, 10-inch diagonal size. And they also have it available in the standard pocket, which is a 6.5 size. They come in lined, blank, or dot grid. The Texas version has 224 pages. The hardback red has 192 pages. That will be what most of the other books come in. The lines and dot grids are spaced at 6.4 millimeters, which is about 1/4 an inch. Okay, so let's just focus on this one for now. This is the hardback. Would be comparable to the Nordstrom books. I'm going to take this off here. This comes with every book, and it's a very quality made book. Comes with this letter from the owner of the company, or CEO, co-founder and CEO. They say, they were pen users. They were passionate and enthusiastic about pens and finding fountain pen friendly paper, and so they created this book. And so, have high hopes for that being the case and being true. Here you have just a page where you can put your owner information in case the book is lost. Again, this is the lined version. They are not numbered, but they do have this little identifier and coding system here that can help you index your pages so you can number them or label them however you like. It corresponds in the back with this page here. So you could either number them by pages or by topic, however you choose to do so, and then it would correspond to this back page for the description. So that's an interesting way to set up your table of contents. Also comes with these stickers in the back for labeling the book thereafter. You've got a pocket notebook back here on the back cover page. You can see rounded corners. Got a pretty sturdy band here. It does have a ribbon. It's just one ribbon. It's rather thin and very well made. Don't see it feathering or getting tethered or anything. So pretty quality made book. They say that it lays flat. Let's see. It's pretty good. It's pretty flat. Again, this is 80 GSM paper. You have in the back here, you have some perforated pages. Some models, and these two models are not, but models that may be available now by the time this releases, as I said, will have a built-in pen loop. This one does not have a pen loop, and this one that I talked about earlier, they do not have pen loops, but future models are going to have that. So pretty quality made, pretty standard, like many of the other A5 books that you have out there, and books that folks are using for bullet journaling. But here's the real test. I did some writing and tested some things out here. And let's go in up close here. This is with a Rotring pencil. Fine, works pretty good. This was with a Tombow mono. The Rotring was a mechanical pencil. This was a wooden pencil. Tombow mono 100. This is a gel pen. Zebra ballpoint. And then we get into the fountain pen. This was a Namasu Nova Extra Fine with a titanium nib. And I have to say that I did notice some slight feathering there and there. There. You see it a little bit here. There's some slight feathering with that. And this is a Extra Fine, which writes more like almost like a medium in the Eastern style nibs. So there was slight feathering with the titanium. This was, I forget the ink. What ink was this? Oh, this is Waterman ink. So Waterman ink is usually a well-behaved ink. So slight feathering there. That was a little bit disappointing, but it may be because of the titanium nib, because we all know Waterman inks are well-behaved. And titanium nibs are becoming more popular. However, then we go here, and this is a medium Quaco Sport Steel, which is a much wider writing pen, no feathering whatsoever. So I don't know if it's a titanium issue, if it's a Waterman issue, but this is a steel medium Quaco Sport. This was Palo de Rijuku Konpeki, wrote fine. Then coming down further, we have the medium Platinum Century 3776 14K, wrote fine. Going down a little bit further, we have the Pilot Custom 823 in a medium nib 14K. Notice some slight feathering with that. Now that's writes a little bit thicker than this. The ink in this was, I believe, yes, it was Pelican Edelstein, the new Smoky Quartz. Then we have the Vanishing Point, Decimo, which is what I have here. 18K, just ever so slightly, but it's ever so slightly. It's not very noticeable, but nonetheless, I see it. Platinum Century 776 Nice. This was a broad nib, 14K, wrote fine. Aurora Optima 14K broad, generally speaking, wrote fine. A little bit feathering there. Pilot Metropolitan stub 1.0 wrote fine. This was a Marbitod Flex pen. Made out pretty good, all things considered. Maybe just ever so slightly. Then we have the Pilot Parallel. This is a 2.5 in Sharpie. No major runs in terms of feathering, so pretty good, but we did see some slightness. So, I mean, you can judge that for your own selves. Certainly usable. Now, turning it over to see if we see any ghosting. Now, I have to say, I do see ghosting as soon as I began to use the fountain pens. Granted, you're going to see it down here with the Sharpie. Granted, you're going to see it with that big Pilot parallel nib. But this is the Quaco Sport. No, this is the Namasu, the Quaco Sport. Don't see it at all with the Platinum Century there. So you see, so you do get some ghosting. And that was a little bit surprising for me. Turning it over, I did writing samples. Here, this was with the Platinum Century 377. This is Mont Blanc Shakespeare Velvet Red. Beautiful, no feathering, like a charm. Coming down to the Smoky Quartz Pelican Edelstein, where we saw just a tiny bit of feathering. Wrote pretty good. Didn't really notice any. I mean, very ever so slightly. It's almost not worth mentioning, but I do see it there. Some people are going to be picky about that, so I, want to give an honest and independent review. Coming down further, messed up a little bit here, but this is a broader nib, lays down a line of ink. This is the Aurora Optima Broad 14K Pilot Irizuku Sagao. Looks pretty good. And again, brought back the Pilot Vanishing Point, the 18K nib with, this is Ackerman Park Pop Purple, which is a purple, but it is purple. Interesting name. Writes pretty good. So generally speaking, when you're just using the journal to write, I gotta say it writes pretty good. There is some slight feathering. I think you may see some very tiny, minuscule, but nonetheless there. You may see that depending upon the ink and the nib used, as we see here. But generally speaking, the writing is pretty good. I think the biggest thing for me is you do get some ghosting. You can see this. This is the page where the writing was done with the fountain pens. You see ever so slightly. You can see that. See it coming through a little bit. And then this was the writing sample, obviously with those two. So we wouldn't even bother with those two. But you can see that. And that could potentially, that's, if you write on both sides, maybe an issue. It's very light. I do see where you could write on both sides and be fine. You really could, but nonetheless, it just ever so slightly, it's there. Okay, so, and the other one, the Technique, again, it's laid out the same way. Blue edge to match the cover. It's going to be available in more colors, so I guess that's something that they'll be doing, and that's a nice feature. Rounded edges there in the notebook. It's a very attractive notebook. For $10, it's extremely attractive. This is extremely attractive. I might use this for sketching, not so much for writing. Both of the books come in the ivory looking paper. It's acid-free paper. They say this color is going to be easy on the eyes. I personally like white paper, but I know a lot of people like this color paper. This is the same way. So they don't have white, stark white. They say it dries quickly. So let's do a quick test of that. This is the Quaco Sport, which had performed very well with this paper. So I'm just going to go like this. Let's go 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000. Pretty good in terms of drying quickly. Pretty good. If I do it again. So it did dry. Because just that little bit smeared like that. This is a wet writing pen. 10 seconds, it was pretty much dry. So it is fast drying paper with your fountain pens. So that's, if that's important to you, there you have that. Again, both books have the 8. They have 8 perforated sheets in the back of the book. You saw that this book laid flat. Let's try the other one. Lays flat. These are features that I know are important to the fountain pen community. Again, 80 GSM paper. It says no feathering. I saw some slight feathering. Very minimal, but it was there. Fountain pen approved paper, they say. Fast drying, acid free, environmentally safe, friendly, good paper. Threaded bound in the back there. This one the same. Both of them have the pocket in the back. These would be great books to substitute for your bullet journaling. So, if you'd like to see more reviews on notebooks or fountain pen friendly paper, check back. If you gained or learned something from it, please hit the like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you again for tuning in. Peace.